officer. Over there. Order.
They are about to begin as they turn a new page in their lives. Father, we bow in your presence. We are most mindful that law enforcement and civil order is a divine instruction. The Apostle Paul in Romans reminds us that those who bear the sword bear it not in vain. Those who live by righteous laws do not fear those who bear the sword, but if they violate the law, they must be in fear of those whose duty and whose pledge it is to keep the law. These men and women will begin a new page in their life, and we ask you to watch over them, to give them wisdom for good decisions, for courage to act, for compassion to serve. We are thankful for their families, for standing beside them and undergirding them and supporting them during this effort. And Father, most importantly, watch over them as they journey forth to protect their fellow citizens around them. Help them be the type of law enforcement officer that they tonight strive to be. We commit them into your care. It's in the name of He who is holy we pray. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
The front row is District 8 Congressman Kevin Brady. Sheriff Tommy Gage. Chief Deputy Randy McDaniel. Inspector Ike Llewellyn. President of Montgomery College, Dr. Tom Butler. Professor Mark Stelter and his wife Kim. Professor Doug Houston. And my favorite, Steve Kocheski. On the back row, we have Academy Advisory Board members Chris Shoemate, George Gilmer, Texas Commission on Law Enforcement Officers Standards and Education Representative Richard Gutierrez, Chaplain Mike Evans, Academy Registrar Andrea Hurd, Range Master and Training Specialist Corporal Lonnie Onishi. 2007, these 30 men and women that are seated in front of me began the most unorthodox adventure in their law enforcement career. I use the word unorthodox because what was to be done has never been done before. These cadets were required to work their assigned shifts and then on their days off, by their own choice, attend the academy. For those of you that do not know, and as a reminder for those of you that may have forgotten, the academy is an intense instructional program that is designed to be held 5 days a week for a minimum of 618 hours. As I said, these cadets went just 2 days for 657 hours, which is just 2 days shy of 9 months. And then they did what most thought could not be done, and that is that all 30 passed the State of Texas Peace Officer's License Exam on the graduate of the Houston Police Department's Training Academy,
still remember the great feeling it was, how proud my family was, how excited I was to get started in my law enforcement career. Since I graduated the academy, I've always taken pride in being a police officer. My boots have always been shined, my uniform clean and squared away, my hair cut and my car clean. I did what I was told to do and treated others like I wanted to be treated. As I promoted through the ranks, I never forgot where I came from. I believe because of this attitude and commitment, I have been able to accomplish the things in my law enforcement career that I wanted to do. So it's up to each one of you. By the way you start your law enforcement career, as you advance through your ranks, have compassion for your subordinates and the citizens you serve. Beginning tonight, you will be making a difference in how you finish up. The decisions you make will follow you forever. I can tell you for sure, should you ever decide to run for a political office, your whole law enforcement career and your personal life will be close and scrutiny. This is an honorable profession. Take pride in what you do and the way you do it. Remember, you represent the agency of the uniform that you wear. It's very simple. Do the right thing. Congratulations to each one of you for your accomplishments in this last 9 months of 657 hours of training. My prayer is that the good Lord will bless you as you start your law enforcement career and that you enjoy it as much as I have. Thanks to the families and friends who are in attendance tonight that are here to support our new brothers and sisters into the brotherhood of law enforcement. I want to say thanks tonight to my outstanding command staff and all the great men and women who work at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. How proud I am of the Clint Peoples Training Academy staff for the outstanding job that they do every day, for the law enforcement training provided for the Sheriff's Office employees and to the outside agencies in the surrounding areas. The job that they have done with this graduating class speaks for itself. 30 graduating cadets with a 100% pass rate on the first attempt of the state-administered Texas Peace Officer's License Exam. What an outstanding job. Thanks to Dr. Tom Butler and the academic partnership and support of the Montgomery County College. Just another example of what can be accomplished by working together. We couldn't have been this successful without the help of you and your staff. I also want to thank you for hosting this commencement exercise in this great facility. Thank you, Dr. Butler. Thanks to my friend and our United States Congressman, Kevin Brady, for your support to law enforcement and for taking your time out of your busy schedule, Congressman, to be here tonight and speak to this outstanding academy class. Thanks. Thanks to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Honor Guard, the Woodlands High School Pipe Band, and the Timberlake Baptist Praise Trio. What an outstanding job they've done. Good luck, Montgomery County Sheriff's Academy Class A07, and may the good Lord bless you. Thank you, Sheriff. In September of 2002, Dr. Tom Butler assumed the position of president of Montgomery College after previously serving as provost of the Allendale campus on Northern Virginia Community College located in Washington, D.C. suburbs. He began his career teaching economics part-time in
community colleges in North Texas area and at the University of North Texas. His first full-time teaching assignment was in Hampton, Virginia at Thomas Nelson Community College. Dr. Butler is a native Texan. He attended public schools in Carlton, Texas, and received BAs and MS degrees in economics from the University of North Texas. He holds a doctorate in higher education from the College of William and Mary in Virginia. Will you please make welcome our partner and president of Montgomery College, Dr. Tom Butler.
Well, my remarks will be brief. In fact, my remarks won't be as long as that introduction. Those are my remarks right there. And here's why. I asked me to be on the program, Mike Llewellyn, and I said, sure, what would you like me to talk about? I wasn't sure exactly what he wanted. About that time, he gave me this really stern look. It's the first time he's ever given me that look. Maybe you all have seen that look, but I hadn't seen it. And he says, I said, what do you want me to talk about? He says, I want you to talk about 5 minutes. So it's going to be brief. Welcome to Montgomery College. Those of us who work here at Montgomery College know what a special place it is. We see it every day. I'm just so very glad that you all get to see it tonight. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of this and to be a part of this graduation tonight. Congratulations to our graduates. We are very proud of you, very proud of you. Your perseverance and your hard work, sacrifices that you had to make, and the scholarship that you evidenced is indicated by those wonderful scores on your test. We're really very, very proud of you. Tonight is a new beginning, kind of a beginning of a new chapter for many of you. But I would ask that you not forget what got you here. That perseverance, that hard work, that sacrifice, that attention to your studies and scholarship. Because tonight you're not just a family member in the law enforcement community, you're also part of the Montgomery College family. And as we say around here, don't be a stranger. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Butler. Congressman Kevin Brady is in his 6th term representing the 8th District of Texas in Congress. The 8th District stretches from the Louisiana border to the suburbs north of Houston. This includes Montgomery, Walker, San Jacinto, Tyler, Polk, Hardin, Jasper, Newton, and Orange counties, as well as portions of Trinity and Liberty counties. He is a member of the House Ways and Means Committee and serves on the Social Security and Trade subcommittees. Congressman Brady spearheaded the passage of the sales tax deduction, which means Texas taxpayers now deduct local and state taxes paid from their federal income tax. Kevin lives in the Woodland with his wife, Kathy, and their 2 sons, Will, 8, and Sean, 5. It is my pleasure to introduce the person delivering tonight's commencement address, Congressman Kevin Brady.
Good evening, and thanks so much for the introduction and the invitation, Lieutenant Smith. As others who are here, I'm truly honored to be part of this celebration of the graduates of the 2007 cadet class of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department Training Academy. Let me first say, Sheriff Gage, thank you for all that you do. It is a privilege to call you a friend, and I know your leadership as the top law enforcement officer in our county and the support you have from all those on the force of Montgomery County's finest is the reason so many of us sleep soundly at night, confident in the safety of this county. Sheriff, thank you for your leadership. To Dr. Butler, to Inspector Llewellyn, to Randy McDaniel, Cadet Class President Randy Salazar, thank you for your leadership and for spearheading the invitation for me to join you today. This is an impressive night, and this is an impressive class we're looking at. It's an exciting night for not only the cadets, but for your families as well. As you know, nothing in life of significance is ever accomplished alone. Without God's help and a strong family backing us all the way, none of us would be here tonight. So cadets, would you join me in thanking our families for all the support they provide you? Over the last several months, you've dedicated yourselves to your studies and training with the goal of becoming peace officers in the great state of Texas. I understand that out of the 30 graduating tonight, 24 already work in the criminal justice system as detention officers. All of you tonight have had to balance work and school and your families with too few hours to fit them all in. This dedication and discipline is to be applauded. Dedication and discipline. You've demonstrated that you already possess the two essential character traits of a dedicated law enforcement officer. Montgomery County is one of the fastest growing counties in our state and nation. Families and businesses flock to settle here because it's a place that's safe. The men and women in uniform across Montgomery County are the reason we have that reputation. Families feel good knowing the streets are patrolled, that crimes are investigated, and criminals brought to justice, and when they need help, you're but a phone call away. Soon you'll join the long, proud ranks of the dedicated men and women already in uniform in our neighborhoods and communities. The training your instructors have passed along to you, the skills you've mastered, and the character you possess will all aid you in this career. And I would imagine at times in your career, you'll be calling upon the faith of God as you go through difficult times as well, as we all do. So on behalf of the United States House of Representatives, thank you again for having me on this special night. I feel extremely honored to come speak to an amazing group of men and women and congratulate you on this special night for all of your hard work. Cadets, congratulations.
I feel kind of cheated the other night. Congressman Brady had a town hall meeting, and he was doing it over the radio. And they called my house, and they said if I wanted to ask a question or make a comment, to press 0. So I pressed 0, and I was thinking that I was going to get to ask the question. But the last question that was asked was by another Smith in Porter, and so I didn't get the chance to ask my question. And that was, are you going to be here tonight? Okay, thank you, Congressman Brady. We really do appreciate those words. And now, I'd like to introduce to you Cadet Class A07 President, Randall Salazar.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office Academy class of A07. When we began this journey back in March, I was elected class president and graduation seemed a lifetime away. I thought December would never get here, but it snuck up on us and many of us have looked to each other and said, I can't believe I've made it this far and I can't believe the end is finally here. Together we have successfully made the journey. We have finished the race. This class began as a group of individuals, and it ends tonight as a single unit. A majority of us have worked together in the jail for about 2 years. A few cadets came in from outside the sheriff's office, and it took a little time, but before they knew it, they had been completely pulled into our world. Now it seems we've known them for years. We all leave here as friends and begin a new journey as fellow law enforcement officers, and for some of us, partners. As the year progressed, I learned some very valuable leadership skills, which no doubt become useful as I would go through my law enforcement career. I learned how to become an administrator, working as a bridge between the academy staff and the class. I learned how to get things done and soothe ruffled feathers when needed. I learned how to listen to people's problems and come up with solutions. Probably most importantly, I practiced being able to speak in front of a crowd, which no doubt helped prepare me for here tonight. Every cadet here had their own personal battles to overcome, and for some, the battles were harder than others. But in the end, we have all succeeded. When the time came to order our physical training t-shirts, we all agreed on what should be written on the back. Motivation and dedication, failure is not an option. and for us, failure was not an option. I'm proud to say that this class is pulled together, whether it was carpooling to class, forming study groups, or simply saying a few words of encouragement. We revealed to each other our strengths and our weaknesses, and were able to help each other through each practical exercise, through each run through the obstacle course, for each trip to the ER. Most importantly, I've learned that things change. Laws change, schedules change, and events change. Then they change again, and then they change back to the way they were the first time. But mostly, people have changed. I've seen a great deal of change both in myself and among these cadets over these last 38 weeks. We've all grown, and somewhere along the way, started to look and behave like law enforcement officers. Speaking for myself, I say that this has been an unforgettable experience. I'm happy to have shared it with each and every one of the men and women sitting in front of me. I can say with honesty that I will never forget these last 9 months, and will be forever grateful for this opportunity. None of us will leave here knowing everything, and our learning will never cease. But I am confident that each and every one of us has the ability to succeed, and I will feel proud to wear the uniform and serve with each and every one of these cadets here tonight. I'd like to take a moment to thank Sheriff Page for allowing this academy to take place. A mighty thank you goes out to Inspector Llewellyn and the academy staff for all the hard work that they've put into this, for their encouragement and for their continued support. I'd also like to extend a great amount of gratitude to Andrea Herb. She is a key element in helping this academy run efficiently, for keeping all of these cadets in line, and all the while doing it with a smile. Over the greater part of the year, we've had the privilege of hosting some phenomenal instructors, both from inside and outside the Sheriff's Department, and each and every one of them deserves a very lasting thank you. I'd like to take a moment to thank Congressman Brady for joining us tonight, and for Montgomery College for bringing this together as well. We sincerely appreciate everything they've done for us, for sending us top instructors to the use of this very facility. On behalf of myself and my fellow cadets of the class of A07, we'd like to thank our friends and family for their support over these last 9 months. Our presence here tonight is a testament to them as well. Family and friends, we appreciate each and every one of you for sharing this special occasion tonight. And fellow cadets, we leave here tonight to begin our careers as officers, and I have no doubt that each and every one of us will be a representation of what makes the law enforcement profession one of the most honorable. It was brought to my attention that Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts," and I'd like to share that quote with each and every one here tonight. Thank you again, and congratulations to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Academy of A07.